So, yes, I guess we are live. Just a second, guys. Let me check. So, yes, yeah. So, finally, we are live. So, guys, can you quickly confirm? Can you hear me properly? Am I audible? Hello, everyone. Can you guys quickly confirm? Am I audible? Okay, so Vinay Singh says yes, audible. So now we have few people. Okay, so let's wait and then we'll quickly start. Okay, so just give me 2 minutes and we'll continue with our live session. I know it's year end, many people are traveling, many people are not at home, they're just enjoying. So, even I was outside for a couple of days, so I'm back yesterday, so I will continue with my uploading part now. Still, I just want to have one last live session of 2020. So, whatever questions you guys have, whatever things you guys want to discuss regarding 2021 plans or the next topics or anything which you have in mind, feel free to ask in this live session. Okay. So, we'll wait for a few more seconds. So, meanwhile, let's quickly say hi, hello to everyone. Hi, Vinay, Girish, Arpit, Chandan. Chandan Gupta, congratulations for your new YouTube channel. I saw two videos. It was good. So best of luck. We have Arpit, Swapnil, Dinesh, Shakti, Mallikarjun, Shakti. Hi everyone. So we have Vidya also with us. Sachin says, hello Mukesh, how are you? I'm good. What about you? Sachin, I'm also good. What about you? Okay. So how you guys are planning for 2021? What is the new year plan? So we have few more people. Yes, I know we will not get that much crowd today because people are on vacation. So let's quickly start. Okay. Shakti says advance wishes for Happy New Year. So yes, Happy New Year, everyone, guys. Happy New Year in advance. I will try to come live again tomorrow. If not, then wishing you Happy New Year in advance now itself. Okay, so let's take few questions and let's get started. So first of all, guys, there's a new batch that I'm going to start from 9th of January. That is again a weekend batch from 7:30 to 9:30 a.m. IST. Those who are looking for a paid training, those who are looking for kind of one-to-one support or project training or project support something, please let me know. Okay, and those who are looking for weekday batches, I am going to start weekday batches also from 15th of January, so that also I will keep you posted. But yes, 9th of January will start the weekend batch. Those who are interested, please join. And in case if your friends or colleagues are looking for a paid training, you can refer. Okay. So yes, it is for Selenium. Yes, Aparna, sorry. So let's quickly take few questions. Just a second. Okay, so let's take the first question from Vinay. Hello, sir. My question is, when I execute the framework test suite, sometimes the test cases fail at the time of validation or not clickable at a particular button. Okay, so Vinay, that is again a common issue. Okay, that sometimes what we do, we write our automation script, and if it passes once or second times, we simply start using for our real usage of at the time of production. But generally, if you try, if you run your script multiple times, right, you will see your script will fail at certain point or certain, I will say, steps. So generally what we do, I will talk about what process I follow. I generally execute each and every script minimum 5 times. Okay, and every time if it is passing it, if I get successful 5 iteration as passed, then only I will consider as a, I will say, proper script, or I will say the I will say stable script. Okay, even in 5 iteration, if it is failing even once, I will try to analyze why it is failing, because if it is failing now, it might fail again in future, right? So for each and every script, the definition of done should be it should run minimum 5 times and all time it should pass. Even it is failing once, you should analyze what is causing the issue, right? Now this issue can be sometimes, as you mentioned, it's a clickable issue, right? Sometimes because of the network issue, sometimes it's like sync issues, it can be anything. So every time you get a failure, fix it, run it multiple times, and that's how you need to stabilize your script. Okay, so the next point which you mentioned, but if I execute only the failed test cases, then it passes. Okay, it means your script is unstable, you need to stabilize your script, identify at which point your script is failing. You will find a pattern definitely, because when you run, let's say, 5 times, you will definitely get a particular point where the script always fails. Not always, but yeah, let's say it is failing twice or thrice. Identify the root cause, fix it, and then run it, and you will notice when you make this iteration multiple times, your script will be very stable. Okay, so now Vijay Pradhan says it's Selenium with Python. No, Vijay, this again with Selenium with Java, Selenium with Python. I'm still uploading slowly. So probably by Jan 2021, I will be finishing all the videos from Selenium with Python. Harish is asking, is there any batch starting for Protector and just not right now, Harish? I haven't planned as such, but yeah, let's see. But not at least for next 2 3 months. So we have Joy with us. He is Auto Hotkey Guru. He has his own Udemy course on Auto Hotkey. So thank you, Joy, and I'm glad you joined the live session. I couldn't reply your email, but yeah, I will definitely get in touch with you probably from 1st Jan. Thank you so much. Any batches for AP automation with rest assured? Yes, Saurabh, probably from 15th Jan I will be starting. I will publish the details soon. I will open the form, you can fill the forms, and yeah, I will send all the details. So one question from Lavanya, from scratch Java knowledge needed for Selenium or only Selenium directly? So Lavanya, not only I will say Java knowledge is required for Selenium. Okay, so Selenium, as we know, it supports multiple languages, right? Python, Ruby, JavaScript, and Java. So in order to get started with Selenium, you need at least one of the programming knowledge. Okay, so just get started with the programming language first, then jump into Selenium. Okay, so now let's take few other questions. So one question from Jai, I automate Chrome with auto hotkeys. Can you easily connect to Chrome with Python? So yes, Joy, what we do, we use Selenium. Okay, so Selenium supports multiple browsers. So now again, Selenium supports multiple programming languages. So I personally use Java and Python. So using Python or Java, we can easily connect not only with Chrome, we can connect to Firefox, Edge browser, Safari browser, and we can do any other operation on the web. The only restriction with Selenium is like whenever the control goes out of the browser, then we need to use all these auto hotkeys and auto IT and other other softwares which is available in the market. Any update on Cypress tutorials from Vamsi? Yes, Vamsi, I already started recording. So 3 videos I already recorded. So recording is still in progress. So you will see soon the videos on Cypress and JMeter as well. Okay, so Sai Kiran says why companies these days want to remove QA with specific roles and expecting both dev and QA together. Sai Kiran, see, first of all, when you talk about the roles, right? These roles keeps on changing. Okay, so when you talk about few companies, they don't have the QA role itself, they have simply SDET, or they will simply have software developers. So sometimes you will see a different role on paper, right? Maybe you will see a different role on your team, or I will say link, or even on your, I will say, offer letter, joining letter. But when you jump into that company, when you start working, you will see the roles. Sometimes the role is not what you work. Okay, so let's say you got to work as a software developer, but still you are working as a tester, or maybe you get SDET 1, SDET 2, but still you are doing manual testing. So it's not that companies are removing these QA specific roles, but every company have the different roles. But the main thing is your what kind of responsibilities is assigned to you. Okay, so don't worry, it's not that QA is getting over, only DevOps or developers will be the part of any organization. So QA is still, I will say, it has like testing is like almost from 3 decades, and it will be continuing. So don't worry about that. Sudhir says, what are the fees? Sudhir, I have already given all the details. So I will still give these details once we're done with this live session. So what is the course fee, and course structure, and some frequently Q&A that I already answered. So I will share the link after this. Okay, so Mallikarjun with SSL certificates. Okay, so Mallikarjun, for SSL certificates, I will create a dedicated videos. So don't post the same question multiple times. I just read it. It's a technical questions. Again, I will create a dedicated video on this. Okay, anything planned for REST API automation? Yes, as I mentioned, probably from 15th Jan. Okay, Ram Prasad Patel, please upload the videos for framework creation from scratch. So Ram Prasad, I already have around 12 videos on framework from the scratch. So that is part one. Part two, I will be uploading soon. Okay. So in the part one, I just created one end-to-end flow, and I just showed one script how to automate. But in the part two, I will take multiple examples. I will just complete all the utilities that is pending, and then we will be enhancing the framework. But yeah, the end-to-end flow with the basic script is already uploaded on my YouTube channel. Okay. Okay, so now what is this is little different question. So let me answer it. Hello Mukesh, many good folks leaving IT industry after a decade work to start something new. What do you have to say on this? What are your future plans for the job? Simran, for this is not like I will say 100% true that everybody leaves IT after a decade or 2 decades. But yes, I have seen this pattern. I somehow agree with you that sometimes people don't stay in this industry for long. Okay, but depends on your passion. If you are someone who is passionate for the this technical stuff or this IT industry, I have seen people are still working from like 35 years. Even my director, he's working in the IT from last 35 years. But yeah, sometimes it's very hectic, as we know, right? So some people go back to their hometown, they start working some business, and depends on, if somebody is very technically sound, they generally become the trainer, right? Because generally training is again quite easy job. You don't get much issues. You just need to train the people, and yes, you can survive with that. So again, everybody have the different plans. Like if you talk about my plan, I will be in IT at least for like one more decade. And side by side, as I'm doing this from last 6 years, I will continue with my YouTube courses, training part. But yeah, everybody have the different plans. So if you are someone who is always passionate about teaching, or helping somebody, you can come into the training field. It's also good. Evergreen market. And but yeah, if you are someone who don't like this IT jobs, you 9 to 6, it's generally we say 9 to 6, but it's 9 to 9. And yeah, if you think like it's not a cup of tea, you can definitely go for some other profession. I have seen a couple of friends who left IT, okay, at initial phases, and now they're enjoying, they are actually enjoying what they love. So they started their own business, they started their own ventures, and they're doing it. So at the end of the day, your peace of mind matters a lot, right? If you getting, let's say, 30 lakhs per annum, and if you're not happy with that amount, okay, it doesn't make sense. So even if you're getting 10 lakhs per annum and you're happy with your job, happy with your business or venture, whatever you have, you should go for it. Again, it's individual choice. I'm just sharing my thoughts. You might have different thoughts or opinion. So we have again one contribution from Akash. Thank you so much, Akash, once again. Happy New Year, bhai. Please come back to Bangalore. I'm missing all this meetup. Okay, let's take a few more questions. Harish, hi Mukesh, advance happy new year to you and your family. Thank you so much, Mahesh. Okay, so Vamsilata, by any chance, are you planning for AWS tutorials? So Vamsi, not recently, but yes, right now two tutorials are in pipeline. One is for Cypress, one is for JMeter. After that, I will start. One is for Azure DevOps and one is for AWS. Can we use log4j logs to extend reports? So Ajay, yes, you can do that. Again, since these two are different libraries, right? One is log4j, which is a different library. Extend report is a different library. If you want to combine both, yes, you can do that. Internally, extend report uses log4j. That is the reason you might have noticed the moment we create object, we generally call .info, .pass, .fail, .warn, .fatal, .warning, right? So all the 7 log levels that we have in log4j is still coming in extend report. It means internally extend report using log4j. Not only extend report, you take any other report, let's say allo report, they still use internally log4j. But still, if you want the different log files, you can combine log4j with extend report and you can use it. Just a second, please. Okay. Mukesh, I'm planning for UiPath jobs after Selenium. Please suggest me. Is it good? So Prithvi, again, after Selenium, what should be the next step? I already made a video that what should be your next target after Selenium, right? But when it comes to job opportunities, I can see very less openings for RPA. Not only specific to UiPath, I'm talking about the complete RPA. Still growing, but at a very slow pace. So if you are someone who directly wants to switch, then maybe you can learn other tools apart from Selenium. But yes, if you are only looking job opportunity for UiPath, then it's very less options right now in the market. Okay, so good question from Bala. How Mukesh, I need to understand how we can make use of cloud technologies like AWS, Azure, Oracle in testing roles. So Balaji, let me break this question into two ways. Okay, so generally these AWS, Azure. So again, if you divide test automation, I will say we will divide into two parts. Okay, one is development, second is execution. So when you talk about development, right, you can develop these script using Selenium, Java, Selenium, Python, Maven, and all the associated tools that we have, right? But when it comes to execution, right, now here you can run your test into these platforms. Okay, so let's say you booked one EC2 instance from AWS. Now you want to run all your automated tests into this EC2 instance. So now here AWS comes into the picture. Okay, same goes with Azure, same goes with GCP, same goes with any other platform as well. So development is like one part where you will be developing the script in the local system. You will be testing it whether it's working fine or not. But when you talk about actual usage, or when you have to use this into a real usage, or you have to use this script productively, you need to run on these some VMs which is 24 by 7 up and running. Even if you have to integrate with your DevOps pipeline, these script has to be somewhere where we can run 24 by 7, right? So when it comes to execution, you can run your script into these platforms. Okay, so one question from Saurabh: How to become a good trainer like you? Any tips to get started? Saurabh, first of all, considering me, thank you for considering me as a good trainer. But yeah, every trainer have the unique, I will say, quality. Yeah, like if we talk about Raghav, Navi, me, let's take your example of Chandan. Everybody have the different style, different teaching pattern. So it's not some good trainer, bad trainer. It's all about how you are able to connect with someone. So you must have seen you like one trainer, but another person don't like that trainer. It doesn't mean that that trainer is bad or that person is bad. It's just you're not able to connect to that person. So there's no tips that how to become a good trainer. It is just you have to be very natural when you start teaching, because the moment you start uh, you know behaving somebody else, or the moment you start faking somebody else personality, you will lose that natural flow. So start training like how you teach when you were in college, when you were in your school, even when you teach your colleagues or friends, right? That's how you can start directly, and you will see that you will get a definite crowd who will love your teaching patterns or the style. Okay, so there's no tip, but yeah, it's a continuous process. The moment you start teaching one person, 10 people, 1,000, you will see your automation, or like automatically your teaching style will change, improve. Okay, your the number of examples, the way you share the stories, everything will change. So I would highly recommend a book if you are interested, like in becoming public speaking, or like you want to become public speaker or trainer. How to win and influence people. Okay, there's a very very good book. So it's not only for like the training part, but yeah, how do you communicate with others, how do you share your feelings, emotions, and how do you understand them. Okay, so just one book I would recommend, but there are so many books available, and there's so many courses on the internet, like Train the Trainer, right? So just keep on checking certain videos, read some books, and but be natural. That is the only one thing. Okay, just communicate how you communicate with others, and people will start loving your, I will say, teaching pattern. Thank you once again. Okay, happy new year once again, everybody. Okay, few questions are getting repeated, so I will skip that. I will take only the unique questions. So true about teaching style, Mukesh. Coming across genuine is critical. Yes, that's true. Thank you, Joy. Okay, so you will see some background noise, guys, because people are celebrating something. I don't know. New Year is about like tomorrow, but still you will see some crackers noise in the background. So kindly ignore for the time being. Yeah. Okay, so one question from Satish. Currently, I am joining S4C tool, but earlier I worked in Selenium. So Satish, you can go with any other tool. Okay, it's not that you have to only stick to Selenium. Selenium was one of the tools that you use to grow your career. Okay, but there will be certain situation where you need to jump into different tools. Okay, there are two things. One is what you know, what but and second part is what company demands. Okay, let's take another basic example that you know Japanese. Okay, you're very good in Japanese, but I don't understand Japanese, or maybe I don't need a guy who knows Japanese. So definitely you need to understand, or you need to learn English, right? Same goes with IT. Let's say you're very good in Selenium, but you joined some organization or a team or maybe company where they don't need Selenium now because they're working on a different set of tools, different set of frameworks. So you can't be very harsh on yourself that no, I will not leave Selenium. Selenium was one of the way to reach to that point. Now you got another product, another tool. Now you need to be little flexible. You need to learn that tool at least for that role or that particular responsibility, and you have to continue. So because you won't forget Selenium if you jump to other automation tool or any other framework. Okay, you might miss couple of syntaxes, that's fine, that's perfectly okay, but don't be limited to one set of tools or framework. I have worked with around 3 4 companies, and every time I change my different teams, I have a different set of tools. So if I be very hard to myself that I will not learn these tools or new technologies, then again it create a lot of issues, right? You have to be very flexible. Okay, so Vijay Pradhan says, what about creating a SQL database series for beginners? Yep, Vijay Pradhan, good suggestion. Maybe I can take this after this planned series, but not recently. What is the training duration? Training duration RAM will be 9 weekends, like 2 months and one more week. I love the stream load. Thanks, Joy. Okay, let's take few more questions. Then you guys can enjoy because anyways I'm on leave tomorrow and day after tomorrow, so I don't have an issue. But yeah, I will not take your much time, and you can also celebrate. Bhai, please share the course structure as many of my junior need assistance. You can surely help them to grow. Is there a website or registration link? Yes, Rahul, I will share right away. Just a second. So thank you, Rahul, for asking for the link. Let me just ping. So I remember last time you registered for the meetup, but you somehow couldn't attend, right? So maybe once these things, like COVID things, get over, again I will have one more meetup in Bangalore, and please join. Okay. Okay, so now one question from Sai Kiran. Mukesh, can you please give me a piece of advice on how to revisit Selenium concept in short period? I have earlier worked on automation project, but I'm having a gap of 1 year in Selenium. So Sai Kiran, again, I will not say that you know piece of advice, but yeah, generally what you can do, you can create a cheat sheet. Okay, so basically, if you ask me, you can create a cheat sheet with 4 or 5 different sections. Okay, so the first section will be the web element commands. Okay, first thing is anyways how to start the browser, that is very common. Second, first column that you can create is about the web element methods that we have. Okay, which includes your send case, click, clear, get attribute, get css properties and all. Second, you can have another column where you can identify how many different classes we have which we use very frequently. Okay, so let's say we use select class, we use actions class, right? We use WebDriver weight, we use all the different desired capabilities options class. So second section, like how many different classes we have and what is the use of them. Third column, you can create about the different kind of switch to commands that we have. Switch to command like for frame, for alert, for Windows handling. One section you can create for the page load timeout, script load, a script page load timeout, and you can also create another section for like different expected conditions that we use, which is element to be clickable, visibility of web element. It is element to be clickable, right? So you can create a cheat sheet which includes the different methods that we use, different classes that we use. So whenever you have to revise, just take this cheat sheet and just see it once, and you will be having clear image. Second thing which I want to highlight, always have the cheat sheet for the XPath syntaxes and the CSS syntaxes, because learning remember this syntax is sometimes little tough. So you can create one cheat sheet for XPath syntaxes and CSS syntaxes. Okay, CSS selector that we use. Along with that, yeah, you can also write down the different methods that we use along with Selenium. And then once you're done with Selenium, also note down the different annotations that we use along with testng. Okay, in case someone you are someone who is using JUnit, you can create a cheat sheet for JUnit as well. Like that, you can create a cheat sheet. You don't need to remember the exact syntax or the complete syntax. Just highlight the method and what exactly this method is doing. Okay, so I hope it will help you. Okay, so let's take a few more questions. How about the market for BDD framework now? So Hari, it's earlier BDD framework was optional, but now it is mandatory. Okay, so when you talk about the market to BDD, it's like growing like anything. You should definitely have BDD framework if you are someone who is applying for automation. Okay, a lot of companies they are shifting from traditional test automation to BDD. Okay, but yeah, since you already know Selenium, switching to BDD won't be that tough. It is just you need to understand that Cucumber framework or JBehave framework that you will be using. Yeah, you simply need to understand how exactly the step definition works, hooks, tags, and your API runners, examples, scenario outline. So it's not a big framework. BDD frameworks are very, very easy. It is just even if you spend 3 to 4 hours, you will understand BDD in detail. I would love to hear about virtual meetups or if you have webinars, your videos are great, but being able to ask questions really helps. Yeah, Joy, it's a good idea. Maybe I can create a quick meeting and we can have this webinar. Not on YouTube. YouTube we will upload anyways once you're done with that webinar. But yeah, we can have one quick Zoom meeting where we can see each other face. Instead of I will be talking, you guys can also talk and you guys can also share. So Joy, maybe sometimes we can also collaborate. You can also share your story, your examples, and something about your course and how you have automated your end-to-end processes using auto hotkey. Because very few people use auto hotkey because it has not captured the complete market, but still somehow I feel this tool has a lot of potential. So maybe we can collaborate next year on this and we can have one session on my channel or on your channel. Okay, so one question from Mahesh that hi Mukesh, I worked on non-IT job almost for 2 years. I quit the job to pursue career in automation testing. I learned Selenium WebDriver. What are the chances for me to getting a job in desired field? Okay, so first of all, Mahesh, depends on you work for non-IT, but what is your qualification? Are you someone who is from BE and BTech background? Then yes, 2 years gap is acceptable. Even you worked for non-IT job, that is good. At least you were not sitting idle. You worked for non-IT. Now you learned automation. Now you can go for it. Few companies will definitely accept it, but yeah, few companies don't accept this 1 year gap as well. So but there's still a hope. Start applying for some startups. Okay, don't target that very big companies because they will not accept this gap. Okay, so along with this 2 year non-IT experience, you can also add something that you have done from your end. Okay, you can showcase that these are the frameworks I have learned, these are the frameworks I have created, these are the set of scripts that I have created. You need to tell them how passionate you are for the automation and how you can contribute in their project. Okay, because you worked for 2 years for non-IT, so definitely they might think that you lost the touch, but you need to prove them wrong. Okay, create a resume. Okay, build some examples, build some frameworks, and you need to explain the same in interviews. This is again a very crucial skill that I see. See, giving interviews is a skill. Okay, many people they know the answers, they know what they are doing, how they are doing, but they're not able to explain in interviews. Okay, so it's an art, it's a skill that you need to build slowly. Okay, you can start giving mock interviews to your friends or maybe to your mentor or trainer, and you need to understand where things are going wrong, what you're not able to explain, or maybe you're able to explain but somebody is not able to understand your the wordings or maybe how you are you know correcting your sentences. So just start applying right away. Don't delay so much, because it's almost 2020 now. And again, a lot of competition in the market. People are highly skilled, so don't delay. Start giving interviews. Even if you fail, that's perfectly fine. At least you will understand what kind of questions you're getting, what kind of questions you're not able to answer. You will have a question set ready. Okay, so when you give 2 3 interviews minimum, you will have a set of questions ready, and go for it. Okay. Fresher automation testing engineer can learn the API Postman. Is it necessary to help the job? See, Vijay Pradhan, it's always good if keep on improving or keep on adding some set of tools, because API testing is not something which you might need immediately for a project, but it's definitely for different projects you might need API testing. So one thing is what your project demands, and one thing is what is your next set of tools that you will be using in your project. So let's say your project demands only Selenium, so definitely you need to learn Selenium to implement. But yeah, there's some set of tools that you might be needing for the next role, or maybe for the next company. So Postman is something that you need to have in your resume, in your knowledge, in your skill set. And again, trust me, it's one of the easiest tool I have ever seen. A very simple UI, just select few things from the drop down. It is just you need to understand the API concepts. Okay. So I have around 21 videos on Postman. They're super easy. Just go ahead and watch. And once you're comfortable with Postman, then you can start implementing, start doing this API automation using programming languages like Python or Java or JavaScript. By default, Postman supports JavaScript. And anyways, I had covered 2 3 examples of JavaScript in Postman series. How to switch from manual testing to automation testing. So Eunice, this I'm actually creating a video on this. So probably on 2nd Jan you will get a video on this. Okay. Okay. So now Chandan Gupta, what tips would you give to new YouTubers to success? Chandan, I can't say anything like what will be the tips again. There's no tip here in YouTube. It's all about how much consistent you are. Okay. Let's say I have been into YouTube almost from 6 years, 6 years and 3 months. So consistency is the key. Let's say you are hitting the market now. Let's say you are someone who cracked how to be successful on YouTube, you making videos. But again, after 1 year, if you take audience for granted, or maybe if you think like, now this content is enough, now I can rest and enjoy the YouTube money, that's not how the YouTube works. You have to be very consistent. Even if you are out for YouTube for 1 month, you will lose the traffic, you will lose the views, you will lose everything. So there's no tip here actually. It is just you need to work on your content. You need to analyze what kind of content is working for me, what people is actually looking out. Okay. And yes, you need to simply create content. But again, one thing which I want to highlight, not focus on the quantity, always focus on the quality. Okay. Just I don't want to take few channels name, but there's minimum 10 to 15 YouTube channel where they have more than 100, sorry, 1000 YouTube videos, but their subscribers are 2000, 3000, sometimes at 1000 for few channels. Okay, so it's not about how much content you're putting, it's about what quality you are giving to the audience. You can create a content of 2 hours, okay, but you can and nobody will watch it. But if you can create crispy content, crisp and short, little entertainment, little useful, and if you can give that piece of content in less time, people will love it. Okay, if I'm explaining one thing in 10 minutes and one guy is explaining 100 minutes, definitely you will not spend that 100 minutes to another channel. So make your content little crispy, very informative, but yeah, focus on the quality, be consistent, and just don't leave the YouTube, because it's not that easy to rank on YouTube now. When I started, it was very, I will say, easy. Very few YouTubers were there. Now every another guy is a YouTuber. But yeah, if you are someone who will be consistent, you will crack it easily. So no tip, but yeah, consistency is the key here. Okay, so checking your website, but it's in USD. Is it possible? Yes, Saurabh. So I will just highlight the price in INR also. Okay. Okay. So what is the difference between RC, WebDriver, Grid, and ID? So which I already have a job. Oh, sorry, I already have a post on this on my blog. Please read out. Selenium RC is deprecated in 2014. So now Selenium have basically three component. Okay. Selenium WebDriver, Selenium Grid, and Selenium IDE. So just check out that post. And if you still have any doubt, you can connect. How will be the job market in 2021? Rupak's job market looks good. There was a downfall from May, not May, April to August or September, that 4 5 months. But now market is back to normal. Okay, people are back to their normal life. Not like completely normal, but still, I can see companies are hiring. Few participants are getting 2 3 offers minimum. Okay, so it's not about we are not getting job openings. We are getting job openings now. You can start applying, and if you face any issues, just connect with me. Yeah, so definitely I'm coming with up a new series on interview questions. So if you are someone who's struggling in interviews, just wait for 1 month and you will see new videos on interview questions. Okay, so it's almost 45 minutes. I will take few more questions, then we'll end up this live session. Okay, and we'll see when we can have our next live session. Okay, so Gopi Krishna says, "Hi Mukesh, which tool is good for experienced person, Selenium or API?" So Gopi, again, for experienced person, both is mandatory. Selenium is for web automation, right? So API automation is different, web automation is different. So for web automation, you can take Selenium, Cypress, you can take WebDriver, IO, you can take any other automation tool. So API is totally different. This is different. Okay, so you need to have both. This is not optional. Both are mandatory now for experienced people. But if you're someone who is starting their career, you can start with the web, then go with the API. Okay. Hamsa is asking, can a tester move into a BA role? Yes. I have a couple of friends who moved into a BA role at early stage and they're now product manager. So yes, it's easy to change your roles. Okay. A tester can easily move into BA or product manager in the long run. Okay. So I guess we're done. There are a couple of questions which I missed, okay, that we will take in the next session. Yeah, fine. So let's end this live. There are some technical questions, okay. So maybe you can send me the technical questions over email. I will try my best to answer them. And in case if you have any other questions, yeah, let's take in the next live session. That's all from my end. So Happy New Year once again, guys. Wishing you Happy New Year in advance. I will try to come tomorrow live again if possible. Otherwise, Happy New Year and stay safe. People are traveling, but yeah, be careful. COVID is not, and is yet over. Still, we have COVID cases, but yeah, even if you're traveling, if you're enjoying, be safe. Keep your mask ready with you and keep sanitizing. And yeah, let's see how this 2021 is going for us. 2020 was little horrible, right? Couple of friends was they had this COVID positive, but somehow, luckily, they got recovered. Even a couple of my family members were COVID positive and all got recovered. But yeah, still it's not over. So let's see. Apart from that, guys, one more need. I just need one more support. That we are about to reach 100K subscribers. Yeah. So still, I can see subscribers are going little slow. So if you can help me, that please share this channel with your friends, colleagues, those who are looking for automation, those who want to jump from manual to automation. Please share my channel with them. Okay. And if they face an issue, if you are facing an issue, definitely you can reach out to me. But I need your help. Keep sharing these WhatsApp, these YouTube videos over WhatsApp or emails within your organization, on your LinkedIn connections. Definitely it will help. Even if you don't share it, it's perfectly fine, but just it's a request. If you can consider that, it's good. Anyways, we will keep doing this at least for next 1 decade. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. So one wish from Chandan in हिंदी. नए वर्ष की बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं. थैंक्स मुकेश. आपको भी बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं नए वर्ष की, चंदन गुप्ता. Sharing is caring. True. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day and see you soon. Bye bye. Happy New Year once again, guys. I did not reply everybody, but yeah, I will reply over the chat.